Hey y'all, this is Jonathan. I spent last week in the El Paso Juarez metro region, and due to my experiences there, I now believe that the biggest problem in national politics is America's immigration policy. During my time on the border, I attended a 3-day encounter hosted by an organization called Ibarra. This encounter was for the sake of rehumanizing relationships outside of the news cycle. The encounter invited me to listen, learn, and reflect on what the border could teach me. I was able to visit shelters like this one in Juarez and spend time with migrants there. I was also able to visit the border fence and survey the land around it. Finally, I was able to learn under a slew of people on the border, from legal experts to community elders, from Customs and Border Protection officers to shelter leaders. One belief among all of them is that America needs to reform its immigration policy. As it stands now, the U.S. immigration system is notoriously complex and inefficient. There are numerous visa categories, and each one has separate guidelines for application and eligibility. In practice, this translates to long waiting periods, often even decades, for immigrants, as well as backlogs that seem to stretch into infinity. On top of that, there are separate avenues for refugees and asylum seekers, and policies surrounding these groups can change from president to president, which can be particularly damaging to these vulnerable populations. Real, comprehensive immigration policy reform has proven near impossible over the past several years, as it is often seen as a mainly political issue, thus subject to increasing partisanship. However, at its core, immigration policy reform is a humanitarian issue. It demands the efforts and attention of our leaders and ourselves. Here are 4 solutions. First, the current presidential administration should institute a White House task force that has the explicit goal of coordinating the reception of immigrants among federal, state, and local governments. Second, lawmakers should reconsider backward policies and promote helpful ones, seeking to make the immigration system more efficient and more humane. Emphasis should not be on partisanship, but on collaborative efforts to build a better future for immigrants and America. Third, the Department of Justice should strongly incentivize its programs that can help people become certified legal aids for immigration law. This will further help to optimize efficiency. Finally, and this is the most important step, it is up to all of us to shift cultural attitudes surrounding immigration. The American public, including but in no way limited to our leaders, has the responsibility to educate ourselves on immigration. We should try to understand its root causes, the current policies surrounding it, and above all, seek to rehumanize relationships outside of the news cycle with our neighbors across the street and across the border. Thank you.